took a wrong turn. He was supposed to go in front of the police station, but he didn't.
Hey, Charles. Chief.
How come you took a turn?
Huh?
How come you took a turn down here?
Well, I have to go down to the insurance company and pay the house insurance. One of my only duties today.
Oh, your only duties.
Yeah.
I was following you since Regent Street.
Oh, yeah?
I expected you to...
It's a good hind end. All your fans should be able to kiss what they see.
What?
My hind end.
No, I didn't trust me. I didn't film you since Regent Street. I was following you. But I expected you to go by the police station and ask you, when out front, ask you what you thought, every time you go by the police station.
Well, I just said, thank goodness they're there. I wouldn't have made any money.
Okay, so, but I mean, you gotta...
It was a team, It was sort of like a tag team thing. They'd go and be the bad guy, and then I'd go in the ring and be the good guy. And that was the game.
But it's not the same.
It was for me. I don't care what it is.
But it's not the same anymore. And now it's...
But that's somebody else's problem to smarten up. I had a good time in that building.
Oh, yeah. Everybody had a good
with the
time.
Police. Oh, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, so what happened?
What it is now.
So what happened?
I went home.
What happened that takes a change?
Well, there's no sense of humor here. That was what was happening after a while. I mean, I had two judges at each end of the hall that I just wanted to choke and couldn't stand being in front of.
Mary Richard is one of them, and which the other? Which one is the other?
I didn't get in front of him, but thank God I get out before I get in there. But
did you pay your power bill?
But it's just, I mean, I was there to defend my clients, and
you could talk to a judge in the hallway. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm sitting in the courtroom. And all I'm doing is holding on to the table so I won't jump up and say, get off the bench, you incompetent cunt. And what good is that going to do my client? So
30 days at Aristigush?
Well, it wouldn't. For telling the truth, it's hard to say what you get. No, I had to go home.
Oh, I've been telling the truth all along, but I seem to end up in court.
Shit, that's why I didn't say it, see? Because I knew. So I just went home.
Oh, I never said it. I said it on my blog, maybe, but I never said it in...
Say it. That's enough. On your blog is worse.
Why?
Because everybody looking at it.
Judges don't look...
Reputations go?
Judges don't look at blogs.
Oh,
they
yes,
don't.
they do.
No, they don't. They're neutral. That's what they told me. That's what Garnett, what's her name? Pauline Garnett said. She don't go on the internet, don't read no newspapers.
And that's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's fine. So what? You got yourself in shit, Charlie, and you couldn't get yourself out of it.
Oh, sure I
could. I've been doing that my whole life. I managed to get out of it.
Yeah, but I mean...
You don't know when to shut up.
Oh, shut up. How?
Every once in a while, you got to spread both cheeks and kiss them right dead center. And then beat the feet and get out of there.
But there
are situations where you got to do it.
Wouldn't that be giving in?
Giving what?
Giving in.
No, it isn't. That's the system. And they'll say, man, that Charlie's cooperative. All of a sudden, I'm going to throw him a bone. And all of a sudden, I go into court, and they're pleasant and surprised. Oh, gee, Danny's here. We're going to reward him. He's a good fellow. And
that's sick.
And then they look at Charlie, and all of a sudden their anus clenches up, and the teeth come together. It's like Tom Evans come up out of the grave and walked into the courtroom. And Charlie, no wonder. That's the aura you got.
Yeah, but what about my pride? My Scottish pride.
And a couple of bucks will get you the Gleaner,
Fredericton Irving paper. Yeah, it costs a lot of money. Tom Evans.
Yeah.
He was a good lawyer.
No, he wasn't.
No, wasn't he?
He was a cancer on the system. So
why?
He used the system.
Like what?
Well, for his own purposes, but I won't go any further than that.
I hear he was fighting for the little guy, just like you.
He was fighting for the little guy, so he'd take him home and blow them. And I'm not going to say that.
No.
Because that's nasty. That's nasty. That's dead.
Yeah. But was he a good lawyer?
No.
No?
No.
So how did he get the...
He was a horrible lawyer because every judge hated him, and every time he walked into the courtroom, it's like you walking in.
Yeah.
Their asshole would clench up, their teeth would come together, and they would screw Tom's client, so they stopped going to him. So that happened continuously. Tom was too stupid to know.
So why did they hate him? I don't know the guy.
Because he was an incompetent user of the system. That's all.
No, how?
I'm not going to go into that. It was just the way it was.
Well, if you got into
But if
King's
you're
Lawyer,
talking about,
you
know,
gotta
walking into a courtroom, that's what you walk into a courtroom with your name. You get caught lying once, you're done. You get caught getting on your high horse with those people in power, you're done.
Are you trying
There's
to
a game to be played.
Are you trying to tell me that I gotta go get a lawyer that
No, you don't.
that blows the judge?
No, you don't. You don't have to do anything. Just stop being confrontational to people that carry guns and have power. And that's judges and police. Really, you got to face that fact. If you're going to have any kind of a beneficial effect on humanity, you got to work all these opposing forces. And that's what I did for 34 years. The prosecutors and judges and politicians and all this. Look, it's kind of a game. But it's a serious game and a game I believed in.
But you
don't play it, right?
But you seen the video on October 8th when the two goons when the two
you
goons
don't know how to play the game.
When the two goons grabbed me by the legislator,
But that's for what you
I was
did
minding
before.
my own business. I wasn't bothering anybody.
Yes, you were. You were being Charlie, the blogger, and they were pissed off at you, and they'll get you any way they could. What you got to do is every once in a while
commit suicide.
No, throw them a bone.
Leave town.
Throw them a bone.
Leave the city. Leave the city.
No, just quit being so stupidly confrontational. There's times to fight. I mean, I get a reputation for a fighter, but I cooperated more often than not. And that's what you have to do. You got to have a little in reserve. You got to have these people owe you. And then when they owe you, they won't come down so hard on you.
Yeah, but they used to be good standing members of the community.
Yeah, well,
they would walk the beat.
You spent all your currency with them. You spent it. I never spent it all.
Yeah, but I filmed that soldier. I filmed that soldier that got beat up
they didn't
in front
owe
of
you
everyone.
anything. And that's why. And you got paid back for it.
Well, I got paid better, right?
Of course. And it was your
time.
confrontational attitude, and that's all.
Scottish.
Going along with the system.
I get along with the system just
I
fine.
with being Scottish. I got it in my system, but it's not there.
No, me, I'm
There's times, there's times when even the Scotsmen turned around and went home into the cave and took their skins off.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, I got to finish. I got to go.
Yeah, but the bottom line.
The bottom line is that's what we got. We got a good police force here. We got a good government here. This is a good crime-free province compared to any other part of the world.
What about cops taking the time to chase after people at 2 o'clock in the morning that ride a bicycle with no helmet?
Not a single one of them comes over to 11 Charles Avenue, disturbs the dog and my mother and my wife. Not a single one has ever done that. Any policeman, and in fact, nobody does. Barker's Point's a no-bite zone for me and the dog. It's great. Nobody bothers me over there, so I don't care what the police do on the south side. Or to Charlie the blogger.
Well, you don't care, but the bottom.
Why should I? Why should I get worried about somebody else's problem?
Because I'm going to be a legend when I'm shot. I'm going to be like with the guy. I'm going to be with the guy with the shovel and the guy going quack quack. I'm going to be known for hundreds of years.
And what's the reward for that?
So
You're still dead.
The reward is for me lowering myself to talk to you. That you should be honored that me talking to you.
But right now you're spending all your currency, and you're just still going to die like the rest of us. And you're not really having all. I hope you're enjoying what you're doing.
Oh, we're all here for a reason. We're all here for a reason.
We're not here for any reason.
By the way,
here.
Before you go, any words for Vimy Ridge, those poor people that died last Sunday?
I don't honor mass slaughter nor people that died because the governments and the people in power lied the snot to them. Every single volunteer that went into the army in the First World War, I got a dead uncle as one of those, and every single one of them in the Second World War were lied to by power governments. Every single one of them, mostly economic reasons, had nothing to do with their dead. I cannot honor that thing. I am sad for them. But that's not honorable, and that's not brave.
You know my point, that I'm a little bit concerned? How many deserters were executed?
I don't know. But there were. It was the stupid part of it. You don't kill your own man because he won't kill. It's stupid. That war is dumb, and we know all this kind of shit, and humans just keep doing it. We just find better ways to kill. I'm not in favor of any of that. We don't have the right to take a life, and I don't care if it's war or not.
So you don't think we should have celebrated the big ceremony 100 years?
Wars are bullshit, and wars are for the power hungry. First World War, a bunch of royal cousins that were losing their power. Second World War was because of the first one. The rise of Hitler and the rest of that shit. All economic. Japan came to war because of economics. The Americans were squeezing them. And to survive, they retaliated. And then 60 million people died over that foolishness. I'm going to stand around at a cenotaph and honor that kind of shit? No way.
What about Donald Trump attacking Syria?
That just shows what kind of assholes are running the world.
Danny Watters, former lawyer, Fredericton.